Barcelona had a couple of scoring opportunities go awry when they failed to convert field goals, and they have thrown 4 interceptions all in the first half, and so they've self-destructed here this afternoon. Gelbaugh finds Garrett and just threw it to his right a little bit too much as Garrett was getting ready to cut back to the left.
Did you notice Gelbaugh's poise there? He knew where all the receivers were. He looked right. He worked, he worked, he worked. He didn't like it, and he came back all the way over to the left. He knew the receiver was there. He threw it, just didn't make the completion.
Well, the crowd statisticians will be interested to learn that the Super Bowl I record did not fall here today. Our attendance at World Bowl I, 61,108. It was 61,946 in the LA Coliseum that day for Green Bay and Kansas City. And it is Riley for the first down. Did you go to Super Bowl I? I covered it as a writer for the old Chicago American. Were you there?
No, you're much older than I am, really. I was recruiting for Stanford that day down in Long Beach, recruiting a kid I think named Mike Battle, if I remember right, out of Long Beach City College.
Went to SC.
Yeah, I didn't do a very good job recruiting, did I?
You misfired on it. You should have come to the game with me.
For the Jets, yeah.
Gelbaugh on 1st and 10. Moving over to the right, throwing to the open man, Riley, who just sat down in that spot and made his way out to the 47-yard line.
Gelbaugh is much more mobile than most quarterbacks at 6'3", 210 pounds. He works outside. They're in his zone defense. He looks for the receiver sitting in the hole. It's Andre Riley. Now remember, this guy was a great high school running back. He's a fine punt returner, kick returner. So if you get him that ball into those zones, he can break them.
David Smith checks into that backfield. Gelbaugh now 14 of 20 for 164 yards and the 2 touchdown passes.
He's going for it.
Going for Horton in number 3, and it's intercepted. But it's as good as a punt.
Better than a punt,
Down
maybe.
inside that 5-yard line, Charles Fryer, who was burned for a touchdown by Horton earlier in the game, gets even with him with this interception.
Did a good job. But see, the ball was thrown to the inside, and he couldn't get back in there and take it away. Now, here's Horton. He's going on him. He's going on. Now, Fryer's looking back inside all the way, and it was good position to move back inside. If the ball had been thrown outside, it'd have been a little tougher.
Tony Rice only has 98 yards to go for the touchdown.
Fat-free cereal. Truly, I can't imagine just how yummy that will be. Come on, can't we just have a little fun at breakfast? You know, have something with a little flavor to it? Yeah, something like this. Delicious. I like these.
Kellogg's Corn Flakes have always been fat-free.
Fat-free? Kellogg's Corn Flakes? Well, don't tell everyone. You'll just ruin it for them.
A good reason to taste them again for the first time.
You want to protect your family with a good investment at a good price. You need someone to help you handle the road ahead. You need a Goodyear retailer, not only because he stocks a wide selection of quality tires, but because he can help you select the right tire for your budget and the way you drive. A tire that can help provide your family with a secure future. Good tires, good service, good people, Goodyear.
Most people know State Farm sells car and homeowners insurance. Some people don't know State Farm sells life insurance too. I'm State Farm agent Cecil Burt. Our life insurance policies, our prices, and our financial ability to deliver on our promises, plus the good neighbor service State Farm agents are famous for, have made State Farm one of the largest of all life insurance companies and an outstanding life insurance value.
State Farm sells life insurance.
18-hole coverage of the U.S. Open, and Ian Woosnam, who won the Masters, is telling the reporters here in Great Britain, don't bet on me. He's been under the weather, suffering from some hay fever. Had tremendous problems with pollen in all different sections of the United States and over here in Europe. Back now with Tony Rice and the Barcelona Dragons trailing it by 3 touchdowns. And Rice to throw out of his own end zone. Hit as he releases, going for Woods, and incomplete. Carnell Smith plowed into the quarterback, and there is a penalty flag down on the 2-yard line.
73 on the defense. Illegal use of hand. 73.
David Caldwell. Well, that's a critical penalty. See, because if they stop him down there, they have to punt and don't have much room to punt. That gave him room to get into the punt formation and a first down.
One of the things about this offense, it is very difficult to play catch-up football. If you don't believe me, ask Barry Switzer. When you fall behind with an option attack.
Nice cut.
Bell to the 12. Let's find out about Scott Ernie. Here's Jack LaRue. Jack.
Grant, within the confines of Wembley, they have an x-ray machine and all the physical therapy materials needed to check on Scott Ernie. His shoulder, the x-rays have come back negative. The same cannot be said for his leg, however. He's still complaining of severe pain. They are not going to bring him out for the second half. He's done for the World Bowl.
Tough afternoon for Scott Ernie, who played so well for Barcelona this year. Rice, needing a quick score, throws high to Woods.
They're getting constant pressure on the quarterback each time. Now it's Tony Rice. Before it was Ernie, but there's always somebody in his face. Kurt? Ray Wilsey giving the coverage signals. Defensive line coach here, Jim Washburn.
Third down and 6. Rice fires complete, and Davis breaks free. 45 midfield, and the big tight end is finally run out by Irvin, but he gets to the 44-yard line, and Demetrius Davis gives Barcelona a little life here late in the third.
See, they went man-to-man coverage. He beat his man to the inside. There wasn't people over on the other side of the field playing zone, just waiting for him to show up there. See, and he gets a block. Right there, there's Crossman, 31, who had him man-to-man. Now, of course, Irvin, 27, has to run him down from behind.
On first down, Rice
got a
goes
shot
to Edgerton, and he overthrows it.
Yeah. See, Brent, he threw that ball too flat. If you're going to go deep, you should put a little more air under it. Give that guy a chance to run under him. That was more like a line drive throw. He has an awfully strong arm. You'll see the ball, flat trajectory, and it'll be overthrown. He just can't get under it. If the ball's up in the air a little longer, see, he can run under that football.
Now 2nd and 10 from the Monarchs 44. Hart bends down there, opposite the center. He's really kept the pressure on in the middle of that defense.
Good pass rush.
Rice under fire, gets it into the hands of Norman. And he is very close to a first down. Going to depend on where the ball is spotted. Dan Crossman comes up and delivers the blow, so Tony Rice is surviving.
He is surviving, and we hear Danny Lockett, Nanny Lockett.
940 solid jetback. Don't watch Demetrius. Wing left, 940 solid jetback.
Jet needs go deep, but Marlon Brown, number 53, maybe has been a little more overpowering in this ball game than Lockett has. He's been there on every snap.
Yeah, number 53, he's been coming hard. Rice takes a deep drop, fires, and it should have been picked off by Dodge. In and out of his hands, and he knows he should have had it.
Yeah, Dedrick knows that.
It was too easy.
Too easy. When a quarterback throws that kind of ball, it's because he doesn't understand where that free safety is. See, in the middle of your screen, right on top, you see Dedrick Dodge sitting in the hole waiting for him to throw that football. See, oh my gosh, that is a clean interception ball if there ever was one. Quarterback should not throw that ball in there like that.
2nd and 10. Ball at the Monarchs 33. And Hart came across fast, along with number 95, Mike Renna.
You know, Mike Renna is a young defensive lineman out of the University of Delaware, and he came out of college using his forearms as a defensive weapon, and he's really, there he is, there's Hart right there. See, he's using jump around, he's coming down the line of scrimmage, and there comes Renna to take him on, but Renna is learning to use his hands, and as a young growing boy, developing into a fine defensive lineman.
Well, we'll return with ABC's World League of American Football after a word from our ABC stations.
Daddy's little girl's gone bad. could Jamie be in a gang without us knowing?
You never expect your kid not to come home.
Broken Angel Sunday. London, England, Wembley Stadium, a crowd just over 61,000. The London Monarchs have dominated the first 3 quarters of this game, leading 21-0. Tony Rice and the Dragons are at the Monarchs' 34-yard line with a 3rd and 10. Rice hit as he releases high and incomplete, wanted Woods. And over there was Horace Irvin. The third quarter numbers look like this in World Bowl 91.
Still, Monarchs are +2 in the turnover category. 263 yards total offense for the Dragons, 199 for the Monarchs. Who's winning this ball game? Turnovers. You can't turn it over and win.
You got to look for a fake punt here, don't you? 4th and 10, down by 3 touchdowns early in the 4th quarter.
Be alert. They have it in their game plan. They're not using it. They're going to pooch it. That's a nice job.
Riley at the 15-yard line. London's ball, but now the Monarchs will go to work on that clock.
This is it.
There's only one light beer with the big taste of Miller Genuine Draft. Cold filtered Genuine Draft Light.
Yeah, we're going to need some help up here.
Discover Genuine Draft Light.
It was interesting. A couple of the students every once in a while would say, geez, Mr. Trifone, you know, you got these little specks, you know, can't you learn how to shave? The last 6 weeks I've been shaving with the Norelco, and I'm going to stick with it forever. Most definitely you can get a close and comfortable shave with the Norelco razor.
Now, Norelco's patented lift and cut system has been improved to lift each hair and cut it even closer without the blades touching your skin.
My wife said, geez, it's nice not to see your face all marked up.
The new Norelco, a new level of closeness and comfort.
Got him. Got him. Need him? I got 6 upper running backs.
You want me to trade the Raiders linebackers? No problem.
Collect Pro Set football cards with your favorite stars in action and get a Pro Set World League card in every pack, plus a chance to win free official NFL memorabilia.
That first kid, you think you'll trade Warren Moon?
Only from Pro Set, America's #1 football card.
Golf's top players head here to Hazeltine in Minnesota for our national championship. Live 18-hole coverage of the U.S. Open begins Saturday on ABC Sports.
I'm sure that Dick Vermeil would have had Ron Jaworski looking for Harold Carmichael down by 3 touchdowns rather than go for that pooch punt.
To be honest with you, I would have. I really would have. He only gained 18 yards on that pooch punt. Yeah, if you're going to pooch punt, you must have great confidence that you can put that ball down inside that 10-yard line. They didn't get it done there. That was a waste of time, really. They'd have been better off going for it.
1st and 10 for Stan Gelbaugh. And now they'll start operating on that clock with Larry Kinnan and his coaching staff having done really a superb job. And Billy Hicks, the general manager, with the front office. They've averaged better than 40,000 for their regular season games. Because of a Wembley date, they were forced to go to the United States for their playoff game. Fell behind the Knights, 17-0. Oh, the Knights have to be kicking themselves about letting that one get away. Second down. They set the screen, and it's the reliable one, Judd Garrett. And let's check in with Jackaroo.
Well, Tony Rice, they haven't had a chance to get a pass off without someone in your face. What are they doing to get to you so easily?
I don't think I'm just taking a lot of time back there instead of sitting back there and doing it. I just have to get back there and stop and throw the ball and give my receivers a chance to catch the ball.
Brent, let's update you on the condition of Ernie as well. Scott Ernie does not have a fracture of the leg. It's what's called a compartment syndrome, a jammed calf muscle.
Compartment syndrome. That's a new one. I never heard that.
That's a British injury.
Yeah, it must be a British
Suffered
injury.
only at Wembley. Usually it's soccer players.
Yeah.
There's the handoff, and Smith batters his way to the 29. You know, it's something I really liked about Tony Rice. Don't tell me he hasn't been getting rid of that ball. But don't jump your offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Take the rap yourself, you know?
You know, he has 12 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in the ballgame. He doesn't want to make him mad. He's having enough trouble.
That's right. Speaking of offensive lines, we've got to talk about London's, the Nasty Boys. Doug Marrone coming up here, going to camp, I believe, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he's got a chance to get a career in the NFL. You always wonder about centers if they're big enough. But he's done an excellent job of leading this offensive line as Garrett catches the ball and go out of bounds. And next to him, Paul Baradelli, number 70, his left guard, has been an outstanding performer and a very vocal ringleader of this team. This ball club probably features as many characters as the Chicago Bears had during their heyday. If the league lasted about a month longer, I'm not so sure that a half a dozen of them would have to be bailed out of jail. I mean, these guys are really something over here, I'll tell you that.
They're not bad guys,
No,
though.
they're
They
not
just
bad
had
guys.
some fun, and Baradelli's sort of the ringleader of the group.
Theo Adams plays next to him. That's the left side. And over on the right side, we've got Larry Jones, who played with a broken hand earlier in the year, and Steve Gabbard out of Florida State. His wife had a baby, number 67. One of the things about these kids, they left their families, came over here to Europe.
I know it. And they've been here a long time.
They have. You don't think they're not eager to get to that airport tomorrow morning? There's Gabbard right there. So Adams, Baradelli, Marrone, Jones, and Gabbard.
And only one of them, Larry Jones, he must feel slighted. He was the only one not on one of the all-world teams.
Exactly. Second down and
Coming
7.
after him.
And they get him.
Good job by
Blitzman,
Ron
take it
Getz.
down. Whatever Ron wants, Ron gets.
Yeah, Ron gets. See, what happened is the running back tried to cut him low, and he went right over the top of the running back. Take him on and go right up underneath the chins. Here comes Get 56. Watch the running back dive at his feet. Poor job. Come up underneath him. Hit him right up underneath the chin with your hat. Poor blocking technique.
That's your friend David Smith, number 32 out there.
Poor blocking job. He's big enough to eat him alive at his size.
One of the few players I've ever seen injure a knee while spiking the ball, although he vehemently denies it. Gelbaugh gives it to him on a draw. He had a nice fake that time. This is what he does. The Western Kentucky player loves to carry the ball and then brings it on out of there. And Adrian Jones takes him down.
He's really a well-built guy, big and strong, and as you did say, he did injure his knee, but he's at full speed now.
I was hopeful that the World Bowl would prove more exciting than several of the Super Bowls that I've suffered through, but that has not been the case.
You know, you were talking about Doug Marrone earlier, the offensive center. He told me that the players got the coaches to this ball game. It was the coach's job to win this one. That's what he told me.
Well, certainly there's defense. Oh, what is this now?
This is a
Picked up
botch
by Greg Horn to the 40-yard line.
When did they fly that center in?
Was that Steve Alford who came in there? I'm not sure that Coach Ken has seen that one in his football past. Well, let's see what the Dragons can do when we all come back.
Live coverage of golf's national championship begins Saturday on ABC Sports.
Nobody's cooking like today's KFC.
Living no better way to face the day.
The
morning belongs to Skin Bracer Aftershave. Its cool, brisk tingle really gets you going. And what a great scent. Skin Bracer.
When you've got a tough case of athlete's foot, the itching, the cracking, the burning, you want a medicine that acts tough. Tough-Actin Tenactin. Clinically proven Tenactin cures even the tough cases of athlete's foot fungus. Get Tough-Actin Tenactin.
So I'm standing in the checkout line, and this really attractive woman sees I have Kellogg's Bran Flakes. And she says,
Buying that for your father?
come on, they taste terrific. That's why I eat Kellogg's Bran Flakes. It's a nutty, toasted wheat taste, and they're Kellogg's. So I turned to this woman. I looked her straight in the eye, and I said, yeah, they're for Dad. K-E-double-L-O double good. Kellogg's Bran Flakes. Toasted taste to you.
Folks, you can see it for yourself.
He goes to snap the ball. I bet you David Harbour, who is their #1 special team player, their offensive center on that long snap, I don't believe he's ever done that before. Hey, David, we're talking about you. The University of Illinois wasn't given a scholarship. He walked on and earned a scholarship under Mike White at the University of Illinois, their top special team player.
So now it's Tony Rice and the Dragons trailing by 3 touchdowns with a first down at the Monarchs 40. Wide open receiver on that far side.